It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Vikings field stretching tight end. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Vikings and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the... Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to the air here. Connects with Johnson. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a yard that time, and now it's second and goal from the one. He's dropping back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
From the gun on third down. Rolling left, buying some time.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Here we go, fourth and goal inside the one. Back to throw, needs the end zone. Buys time, and he's gonna go down. They get to him on fourth and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pass play now. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he'll push this upfield and... set it down. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. They've got a man in motion. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. From the 32. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. He's got him. That's Addison. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets them the first. They'll throw it again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going play action. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude net. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Giants offense all set to get started. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is brought in at the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants reach pay dirt for the first time this game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. They send the tight end in motion. To throw here on first down. Pass is caught by Addison. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
This one finds Taylor. And he's taken down at the 30. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Has his man. It's Addison. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. It's Vikings ball as we return for the second, and they've got to be thinking points here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
He's got a man left, and he gets absolutely popped to end that one. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's 2nd in the league in touchdown receptions. Play action on 1st down. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Connects on the crosser. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing the out route complete.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Taylor, the motion man here. From the 39. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Has it down close. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. They go play action on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Back to throw. This is complete to Neighbors. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They got a handful on the play, now need a handful more. 5 yards on 2nd and goal. Going ground game again here. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. He's gonna throw this one. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Giants reduce the lead to just 4. That one right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw now. Ball in left side. And he's taken down at the 30. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing all the way to the end. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. While New Year's parties get set up nationwide this afternoon, we're closer to ringing in the holiday ourselves. That's halftime here on New Year's Eve. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors headed back in. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He'll cobble together a yard there. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Pass play coming here. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The visitors send receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They'll run here on 1st down. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. The Vikings getting their punt team out. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. So no return on that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
He'll throw it. Cut near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game up. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. On 1st down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up, and they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. They'll run here from the gun. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to... player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd and 3. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down at the 30. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Hyatt with the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. the 23. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has it in close. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. Big Giant. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially... Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets... And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. First throw for the backup now. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. From the 30 on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. From the red zone now. Taken in by Addison, left side. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Plowing up the middle. Hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now trailed by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give on the counter. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now looking to throw. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
He tosses right to the short side. Jukes his way into the clear. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking for a throw here. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play. Keep driving that defense backwards.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff now out of the gun. Escapes a defender. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, it's a give to White. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here's White again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Again, this is White. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings jump in front late. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by... First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to throw. Caught by his back. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. It's his running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. To throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Looking to throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.